All right, welcome back. My name is Drew, aka Booty Sweat. If this is your first time here, then welcome. If not, then welcome back. Last time we managed to take Wallach's last standing territory. Um, it's helped our economy a bit. So we're actually our next objective is to march on Istanbul, which shouldn't be a big deal because the Ottomans are really weak, in my opinion. So they may come over here and, try and raid my little towns or whatever, but there's not really a whole lot I can do about it. I can't really overextend myself. So I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and build up a little bit, get this barracks fixed. We may build the metalled roads. I don't know, though, yet. I'm not sure. We're only making 1740 a turn, but we still have a pretty nice treasury, and we still have this big standing army, so... we're sitting pretty good right now. I think we should be fine. I'm just going to kind of go through a couple more turns, build some stuff, see what we can get done, and then we'll be right back. Hang tight. Alright, so just a quick update. Workers on strike. They're pissed off here in Wallachia. They'll get over it. I exempted them from tax for a couple turns. I think it'll be fine. And then... also, Russia declared war on me. So... I don't really know why they did that, because we're in pretty good standing with all of their allies. In fact, they are allied with some of our allies. I don't really understand why they did that, but yeah, I'm not sure at all. I'm gonna see if we can't get peace. Wow, okay. Maybe they just want our land, I guess. But naturally, Prussia and Austria were like, nah, we don't really want to have anything to do with that, so they are not going to help us out there. Understandably, they're dealing with the French on the other side. Speaking of the French, actually, I joined a war against the French for some cash. So let me see if I can't get... I can't. That's right. I can't ally with my enemy. With an ally of my enemy. So I don't know why the Russians did that. It's kind of a pain in the butt. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult to deal with the Ottomans. But we've got to do what we've got to do. I still think getting Istanbul as quickly as possible is the move. If Russia ends up taking Bucharest, then they end up taking Bucharest. I don't really know what else to say about it. Alright, that was it for this update. I'll be back again. Alright, welcome back. This is not really the top of the turn, but I'm making a tactical decision right now. I think that will help for the time being. I'm just making a beeline for Istanbul to take it. I think we can. They probably don't have very good army. They've got these European provincial line infantry, which aren't very good. They've got these Marines who are okay, but I think I can utilize my cavalry pretty well to disrupt them. They've got some grenadiers, some stuff like that. But I think overall we should be able to take them with our superior infantry. And... I'm kind of making this play because I just think Bucharest right now is kind of a lost cause. With the Russians up there probably going to come down there. I think Greece is gearing up to declare war on me again, which is not fun. And I really need some increased income because... and actually, I'm going to not exempt these folks from taxes because I need that extra cash this turn. Because freaking Prussia decided they didn't want to trade with us anymore, and then I was immediately able to get trade back. So all that did was basically make it to where we just didn't get that money for a turn, which was really annoying. And let me see if I can't get these idiots to be at peace with me. Nope, they won't do it. What about you guys? It may be time to turn coat and ally with the French. And then that way that'll actually give us a reason to start fighting the Austrians once we've dealt with the Ottomans and the Greeks. So I think I'm gonna do that actually. And I'm going to give you guys 1,500 gold. Okay, what about 2,000? Okay, what about... I'm willing to pay, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm willing to pay. What about 3,000? And do I have any technology you don't have? Hell no, you got some... Come on, brew. $3,500 is as high as I'm willing to go. You know what? We're not even bordering you yet, so we'll worry about this later. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go after Istanbul. So yeah, they've got some grenadiers. They have a lot of artillery, but I'll just blow them up with my cavalry. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then the rest of their infantry kind of sucks. So if you see these Marines, they're basically just line infantry with better melee attack, I think. Actually, no, they have worse melee attack. So yeah, they're just bad line infantry, basically. Grenadiers are okay. And then these guys kind of suck. So, and they have low morale. So we should be fine. You know they're just going to charge their cavalry into killing range. So I think we should be able to take care of this. Alright, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Alright, here we are on the battlefield as we prepare to capture Istanbul. Brave Hungarian soldiers lined, ready to fight. Oh, another... they did the thing again. They have 4 units of artillery. And the AI is just so bad about this. They don't protect their artillery at all. They have artillery superiority here because I literally at this point don't have the ability to even recruit artillery units. Making my line all cattywampus there. Hey, fix the line, guys. So really they should be standing back and hammering me, and if I want to win I have to make the first move, right? Instead, they march their artillery all the way out here. They don't even unlimber it. And they just get destroyed. Like, instantaneously wiped off the face of the earth. All gone. And now my cavalry is getting fired on a little bit, so by these Janissaries, or yeah, they're Janissary Grenadiers. These guys are basically line infantry with no bayonets. So, in other words, they suck. Like, these guys have bayonets. I guess because they're European? I don't know. So my cavalry are going to get out of there. after laying waste to their entire artillery battery. So that worked out pretty well, I would say. Sorry, I had to check and make sure I was recording there. Same thing with these guys, these Marines. They look really cool, I guess. I mean, they look kind of goofy to me, but they look really unique. And so you think that maybe they're going to be a pretty good unit, whatever they are. But they don't have bayonets. They have pretty poor melee defense. And in terms of accuracy and firepower, they're literally the same as a regular line infantry unit. So I don't really know what the point of them is, but hey. The poor Ottomans, they don't really get much else in terms of the campaign. And there's just the artillery. It's been laid waste. Oh, they're blinding me. This bugged the crap out of me. I just told these guys to go around this hill, and their stupid pathfinding was like, let's go one at a time, single file, boys. Meanwhile, these guys are over here marching up, and I'm like, they're gonna get like the tail end of my cavalry unit because they won't go. But oh well. So they're gonna lay out some shots. I think they did manage to get a few, but it wasn't too bad if I remember correctly. Yeah, well, it looks like they got one. Poor Ottomans, your troops are so crappy. Over here, I noticed them doing this. I don't know what in the world they're doing. This unit of Lancers, this, what are they called? Sipahi Cavalry, they stay over here for like 100 years before they ever do anything. All the way on the other side of the universe. I don't know what they're doing over there. So now you can see I'm making my advance. Getting my men into position. We got a little bit of an awkward... Sometimes that happens if you move units. If you have them like selected weird, they end up doing this. And I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to that cavalry unit over there. So they end up in melee with these Marines. But these guys are going to shoot right into them and probably clip a ton of my guys. So. Then I just mass charge into these guys. Look at how epic this is. This is so freaking cool. I've got these guys in square to kind of deal with the threat of the melee kind of brawl going on right now. That sees them off, and then I can get these guys into an actual position to fire. Get into position, lads. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. They're just kind of... They're doing what the Ottomans do in this game, which is just run around in circles, basically. They're bringing up some more Marines. I think that other unit of Marines is pretty beat up. Yeah, they took some pretty good hits between the melee and the square shooting at them. They're going to take some more hits here. Their guns are so shiny. these guys formed in a square for God knows why. What else is going on? Pretty much... Okay, I think these guys moved back over here. It's either them or this is them. No, this is them, because they're the general unit. Can I just say this is garbage, by the way? Why does this thing distinguish between sides? Like, friendly fire is a thing in this game, so why can you run your own cavalry through your own stakes? It doesn't make any sense. Just kind of a pointless thing. So really, most of the engagement is happening over here on the right flank. This is not really a very good... Whoa, those guys just had heart attacks. It's not really a very good vantage point for them to shoot from, I don't think. But, it is what it is. They're going to shoot from there until eventually we make our way up the hill and get some more ground. Look at my guys in the tree line. That is so sick. Fire into their flank. What are these guys doing? Just kind of running around, just getting shot. Such is the life of the Ottoman Empire in Napoleon Total War. Look at the carnage. See some of our brave soldiers laying in the grass. You guys are getting just pumped full of holes. Like, you need to stand and fight if you're gonna fight. Because otherwise you're just getting pumped full of lead. And now they're running. Looks like over here we have a cavalry charge into our brave Hungarian soldiers. We're gonna get some more cool action of the squares fighting off the cavalry charge. I love that aesthetic of all the men in the square fighting. Bye, horse. And they're just getting shredded. Put our men back into line, and then there it is. I was waiting on this. Had a huge cavalry charge on this unit of line infantry. Just an insanely good charge. Insanely good charge. We got quite a few of this cavalry over here. These guys actually took a while to break. They lost half their unit in like 20 seconds, and they still won't break. There they go. Let's get back to the action over here, see what's going on. See how our boys are doing. Still not the best. The best line of sight on these enemies, but these Marines are still standing here holding strong. They're steady. moving up some troops to get into a better position. Looks like here in the center we finally got some good action going on. Fire! Here I wasn't sure what they were planning on doing, if they were planning on making a melee charge, which is why I went into square, and it turns out that is what they wanted to do, so that was a good call on my part. And we see them off pretty well. They're going to get lit up by the square. Get up there, Standard Bearer. Looks like they also went into square, which is weird. And I'm also being peppered by arrows by these Tatars, these Tatars. Tatars? I don't know how you pronounce that. Over here, I didn't notice my cavalry getting shot at by these fellas, and I actually don't know if they're shooting at my cavalry, if they're shooting at my line over there. I'm not sure. But I did notice them at some point, and I mean, they're such a thin line. They have less than a quarter of their men left. So a simple cavalry charge will take care of them, no problem. You've got these guys shooting bows and arrows like it's 100 years earlier. 300 years earlier, really. Although it does seem to be at least mildly effective. They are taking out some of our men with those well-placed arrow shots. And their rate of fire is much higher than ours. Over here I've moved up some more troops into a better position. And we go into an epic charge. I realized I didn't need those men. These guys were routing. It wasn't necessary for me to bring up another unit of men to charge. Somebody had used up all their ammunition at this point, so I was kind of just using them for that anyway. Here I left these guys in square for too long. They start getting shot by the line infantry. Excuse me, the line infantry. While they're still in square, which is not good. You never want that to happen. Here, we didn't go into square, but it didn't matter. Those guys were low morale and were already so depleted that they routed just from the regular gunfire. Where's my general? My general's back here just chilling out. That's not him. This is him. What's that guy doing? Is he the scout? He's relaying the information as he sees it. So the battle is drawing pretty close to an end. Excuse me. Good grief. I'm so sorry for that. AI can be a little bit stubborn at times. I know they're fighting for their homeland and this army is just going to be destroyed if they don't beat us, but it's like, come on guys. Do you or don't you value your own lives? Over here I finally noticed these guys shooting at my cavalry. Like 100 years later. And of course they broke immediately. They may have even shattered. Yeah, they did. Here I'm moving up my men to get a better vantage point for firing at the enemy. Into position, men! If you can figure out where to shoot, good on you. Second rank! Third rank! And this Ottoman mob is just getting torn to ribbons. You know, I think the main issue with the AI in this game is it tries too much to take on unit for unit, if you know what I mean. As in, like, it will try to assign units to fight other units. But really what you've got to do to be effective in this game is don't target fire, just line your men up and let them fire at will. And if you position your men tactically in an advantageous position, then they'll shred the enemy. They will rip them to pieces. And you don't even have to, like, you know, target specific units or anything like that. These guys are in square for some reason. It's another thing the AI will do is just put itself in square. Y'all running? Yep. And here we went in for a charge to destroy the rest of the enemy. Chase them off in their little nightcaps. They look like they're going to bed. This unit actually did form square at a point which made sense, so that was annoying, but I decided to keep chasing them for a minute and then they're shattered, so it's time to form up a nice line to bully this square with. And then they took themselves out of square, which I guess makes sense because they were just about to get blasted. So I decided, you know what? Fine. I'm going to charge you guys after all. Epic charge. Glorious victory will be ours. And then these guys were just back here chilling. I don't know. So I ended up sending up my entire cavalry force just to chase them down and kill them, and I had to maneuver around all of these stupid stakes and stuff, so I'm gonna spare you that. And we'll just call it a day. Obviously, we emerged victorious. We emerged the victors of this day. And so I will see you guys back on the campaign map. Alright, here we are back on the campaign map. And I think we actually did pretty well. We lost 837 men. Again, we had some friendly fire. But we wiped out this enemy army and took Istanbul for the glory of the new Hungarian Empire. Our line infantry, a lot of them actually got some really good kills because of those big-time melee charges. It says the general got 101 kills. I guess it just distributed like the remaining ones. But yeah, like I anticipated, the AI was horrible at deploying their artillery, and so they lost all of it immediately, basically. And so that was that. So we are going to peacefully occupy Istanbul, and the Ottoman Empire is no more. The Ottoman Empire is no more. And look at that. Just like that, our income shot through the roof because Istanbul is a very, very... it's a very wealthy region. So we'll go ahead and repair some of this. Because we've got... Oh, wow. We can build a great museum? Sure. Why the hell not? Our general got some nice little upgrades to himself. He's turning out to be pretty good. He's only 23. I did not realize that. This dude is... What the heck was I doing when I was 23? I can't even remember. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice little bit of territory going on. Bucharest, we can try and keep it by training some militia, maybe? Let me see about training some militia and see if that helps. I'm not really sure if it will. Now we have this nice... We have the ability to get freaking some nice ships. We'll also be able to come down here and maybe get some trading posts. Let's see. Can we trade with anybody now that we have a port? Doesn't look like it. Not yet, anyways. But even just having this region increased our income pretty substantially, so that's good to have. We now can do research because we have 2 educational buildings. So I think we're going to get, we're definitely going to get national debt and, we're going to get conscription. Because we need it. And then we honestly might start building another army. So what's going to put us in the red? Let's hold off on making a new army until... You know what? We're just going to kind of let them do their thing up there. I might honestly prefer to make the militia down here. And then move this army back up to destroy whatever rebels pop up over here. And that'll actually help repression in the region. And then... yeah, that seems like a good idea, actually. The Greeks are really, really building up their army over here. And they don't really like me very much. So... they're still pissed about that time we were at war. Man, I should not have... Well, I don't know. The poor Austrians, they're getting constantly bombarded by the French over here. The French are maybe going to take that. If I can get in good with the French soon, that would be great. Can we have some peace? Okay. Can we have some peace? Shoot, I did the wrong thing. Can we have some peace now if I give you payments? What if I gave you $4,000? They just really, they don't want peace. I guess they don't need my money either. I think they're probably gonna come for me after they get done over there. So it might be worth it to start building another army over here. Actually, we'll start with the line infantry. Alright, let's end the turn and see what happens. Alright, top of the round, and for some reason the Austrians... because of just recent tax increases... Hey, shut up. So our trade agreement with Austria got canceled for no reason. Whoa! And they declared war on me. Okay, well, Austria, I think you've got bigger problems, to be honest. Ugh, good lord. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna have to get a second army. It's the only way we're gonna be able to deal with all of this going on. So, let's build up a second army and hope that we can afford it. I think we should be fine. Oh, and we can get some cannons finally. Including some howitzers. Nice. What's the upkeep cost on these? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get a couple of howitzers. And let's see. I guess we can leave a couple of line infantry behind then. Or actually, you know what I can do with them? I can move them over here. It's going to take them a while to get there, but... in the meantime, I'm going to get these cannons. I'm going to move these guys out of here to see what happens. They're pretty mad, but guess what? Now you're fine. Okay. We'll increase our income here in a minute. Division of labor, because we'll be increasing wealth. Alrighty, let's see what's going on. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe they'll have peace with me now. Come on. What if I give them a state gift? Let's try it. If it ends up being a waste, then it ends up being a waste. They won't have peace with me even though they like me. That's terrible. I'm trying really hard to bribe these guys. They absolutely will not take peace. Maybe that's something in the programming. Okay, well that was a waste of money. Oh well, you never know until you try. And we'll just keep building up this army here. Fortunately, again, we don't really have much to spend our money on. Excuse me. So... it's not going to be the worst thing ever. We'll see what happens up here. Alright. Alright, top of the turn. The people in Bucharest are really pissed. I don't really care. Now Spain is attacking us, so... good grief, just like that, we have so many enemies. Why does everyone hate us? Let's see if we can't get somebody to get us to get peace with us. Okay. Well, I imagine it's only a matter of time until the United Kingdom joins in as well. Everyone hates us. Oh well. That's what you get when you play a Total War game on hard mode. Yeah, I guess let's keep going. How much am I making now? 1,002. So actually, not too bad. At this point, we should be able to hold this army off if they attack us. I'm gonna get just a few more cavalry, maybe. Upkeep 150. Nah, I'm gonna get some more. I'm just gonna get some more line infantry, I think. And that should be sufficient, I think, especially with this reinforcing group of line infantry coming up. Should be sufficient to hold off any attack, especially one from a bunch of militia. And then I don't know what they're planning on doing, if they're planning on fighting these French over here, but I gotta gear up to be able to defend against them as well. So overall, we're spread pretty thin, but thankfully, we're getting things built up. I'm not sure we need this right now. So I'm actually going to cancel that so that we can have some more cash. And then I'm just going to wait on these guys to rebel because they're about to get pissed, and then I'm just going to march my army in and kick their asses, and then they will be happier. Greece is still gearing up for war. They have built a couple of big stacks, and I fully anticipate them making a move pretty soon. And I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to go after them now, or maybe see what goes on up here. Or maybe I'll let them make the first move, and if they decide, then we will crush them. Okay. Here goes nothing. See you guys on the other side. Alright, we're back in top of the round, and I think I'm actually going to call the video here because next video we're going to have a couple of pretty big battles. So as you can see, I'm now in the red. That's because I am besieged. And over here I have a bit of a problem as well as the rebellion. Well, actually, it's not really a problem because I kind of expected this to happen. So not really a big deal. A lot of militia in this army, so we're going to fight these guys off. We did get some howitzers, so I actually want to see, can I reach my army with the howitzers? No, not really, but that's fine. We'll have them for next time. So yeah, all I'm gonna have to do is, and then I'm being besieged over here, but I think we should be alright. We have a lot of militia garrison. We've got some line infantry garrison. Some armed citizenry. But they also have a lot of militia. It looks like mostly militia. So I think we're going to kick their asses. I don't really know why they're attacking me like this when they definitely have bigger fish to fry, with the French having taken one of their settlements already. We're going to have to fight them off. So that's right. Next time, we will have a couple of big old battles to fight. So until then, if you're enjoying this series, please make sure you leave a like and a comment. Leave a sub for more. And we will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Be blessed.